Hey guys, this is Dale. This is going to frontline people that I have personally sponsored in APL Go. That's the only people that are receiving this, and not all people that I've personally sponsored are receiving this. This is set up primarily for for people that are very entrepreneur minded or have been or are currently active in the Zoom outreaches. Okay. And this is something you're going to have to really concentrate on. It's extremely confusing. I don't want you to get confused, but it is going to be confusing. Nobody that I share this with is going to follow me all the way through it, but I want you to get the highlights. Please focus on this because this is very, very important. I've been working on for a couple of weeks a new outreach flow um, based upon just feedback and what we've seen over the last few months. And again, I apologize, guys. This brain fog is really messing with me. I'm going to get this through this as quick as I can, but it takes me 3 times longer to do everything. So just stay with me. I'm going to do the very best that I can. Uh, and again, it is confusing. So the new outreach flow, basically, we have a book that will be published on Amazon, probably Kindle, maybe a physical book as well, but for sure Kindle soon. And it's going to be called The 7 Best Ways to Create Leads for Your Network Marketing Business in 2020. Let's just say 2022. 2022. Okay, if you just follow this real quickly, if they're in a company right now, then you will share the book. And it's like, are you still with Plexus? Yes, I am. Awesome. Here's a book that was just published on Amazon, but I have a free PDF. If you'd like a copy, go here. And they can go and they can put in their name and their email and download the book. The book is it's something I'm very proud of. Really good information, very valuable for people that read it. Excuse me, but it'll also have examples of lead capture pages, etc. All the links will go back to your personal APL Go North America Launch Team site. Also, I have built into this of the 7 ways. There's about 3 of those, maybe more, but 3 where you can actually earn a commission through an affiliate program. Example, the $100 bill drop cards. They go in, they order 5,000. They will order through your book through your affiliate link, and we will pay. It's $247. We pay a $50 commission to you. Another example, real quick. Safe List. List Joe, I've been using for years. They can go in immediately through. We do a chapter on Safe List, and they go and we mention 5 different safe lists. Let's say they go to List Joe and they send their 1,000 emails and decide they want to become an upgraded member, which I have. I think List Joe may pay I don't know, I think it's $50 commission if someone decides to upgrade on List Joe. So there's going to be ways for you to make affiliate income with the book. Okay. So if they're in another company, we're capturing their name and their email. And we'll probably on the lead capture page also have what company are you with. So it's John Doe, I'm with Plexus. And we send them the book. So there's value. At the very end of the book, there's a little section that will say, you're going to hear more and more about the APL Go North America launch team now in the future. Or in the future, if you decide that you would like to investigate more about what we're doing, please contact Alan Knight. He is the person that provided this free PDF to you. And I'll have Alan's and Jen's picture there, okay, with a link to their website. So we're setting this up to where we go in the market with outreach like we've been doing, but instead of trying to reverse people who are not reversible, are to get people all filed up. And again, you got to and I think you're going to need to do 50 of these a day instead of 25. And I know some of you are really in a rhythm and comfortable with the other two outreach programs, and that's cool. You can mix it up. But with the book, you're planting a seed extremely deep and you're providing major value to people. So if they're in a company, we'll send the book. If they recently changed, no, I'm no longer with Plexus, I'm now in Melaleuca, we'll send them the book. If they're burnt out on MLM, they never want to do it again, then we will always send them MLM Never Again and hopefully create enough curiosity that they will evaluate APL Go. If not, then we will share what I'm getting ready to cover with you. If they're doing an FX, Forex, Bitcoin, crypto investment scam like Cash FX and many others that are out there, then we will share this as well. So that's the basic thought process. Let me get through this as quick as possible. You guys know my commitment is not to any business model. Over the years, I've owned and been part of multiple online, offline businesses. I do want to tell you, and please hear this, this is confidential. It's between me and you, nobody else. I don't want you discussing this with other APL Go members because, again, I'm not going to share this with everybody right now. It's a select group of people, and I don't want people feeling left out. But so please honor that. It's between me and you, nobody else. Over the years and today, I'm involved in multiple investments and businesses. There's just been so many. Many of you've heard me talk about on different podcasts or whatever. Here's just some of them. And, we love tax lien certificate investing because Georgia pays such a high rate. I mean, a lot of interest, sports cards, just because I'm a sports fanatic. And y'all have heard me talk about all these others. I'm not going to go into them, but my point is, this is what I've always done, and my ultimate goal, and why I love network marketing, as you've heard me say, I believe until you don't need a check from APL Go to live a comfortable life, you've not made it yet. And my whole thing is help people put themselves in a situation where they don't need the check from their network marketing company to live a comfortable life. In my mind, then and only then have you made it. And it's really moving from being self-employed to an investor. And that's really, you want enough money coming in from your real estate or whatever other investments where you can live a comfortable lifestyle without depending upon a check from APL Go. So I look at different investment vehicles all the time. I can eliminate most of them very quickly, but I'm always looking and learning, and I spend at least 10 hours a week in personal education time. And earlier this year, I had listened to a podcast, and a gentleman was talking about helium mining, and helium is just a cryptocurrency. And I'd looked into Bitcoin mining a few years ago, but it sounded very interesting. And I started spending time, and I spent about a total of 10 hours actually on a drive to Lexington, listening and learning. I made a list of people I wanted to contact or people I wanted to listen to that I felt like knew what they were doing on this helium mining and the ability to create residual cash flow from it. Here's the basic concept. Some of you may know a little bit about it. Some of you may not know anything about it. Most of you probably don't know anything. No. All right. So there's different miners. All my research indicates this is the best one. It's called a Bobcat. And basically it's like a router. You hook it up, you plug it in, you connect it to your Wi-Fi, and it's operational. I miner the Bobcat. Most of them are around 500. And basically you plug it in, and there's other variables, okay? There's a tremendous amount of conflicting opinions and strategies. What kind of antenna, which antenna, Where should you put it? There's all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to get into all that right now. Plus the fact that helium has gone through a halving, half-ing, halfing, which I'm not going to get into. But here's the basic concept. You plug it in. This machine, these miners, strategically placed, are creating, on average, they're mining about 50 helium tokens a month. 50 a month. And all right, so just stay with me. Let me see what the price of helium is right now, if I can. Okay, right now, at the time of this recording, the price of helium is $18.65 per coin. Okay? So, if this box will produce 50 helium a month, it may produce 2, it may produce 200, but 50 is the average, and we'll just say $15 to make the math easy. That's $750 worth or of crypto that this box produces. So what happens is you can go in and document and see all this, but it takes, as it mines the helium, it sends them to what's called a wallet, which is where you store your helium coins, and then you can convert those to US dollars fairly easy. It's a fairly easy process. And again, I don't want you to get too wrapped up in all that. I will just tell you it's simple. It's not difficult. You have to get this concept though of what this thing is doing. So it's if they create 50, that's $750. Now, when I first started looking at this back in January, the price of helium was about $9. But in my mind, as I'm looking at this and looking at this business model, this passive income business model, if I can invest $500 in a box and have my investment back and making pure profit within 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, I'm doing it. Dale's doing it. At the price of helium right now, you're looking at a return, theoretically $750, $15, 50 heliums, you could have your money back in a month. So I went through and looked at helium mining, period, just looking at it and looking at the different type of miners. I spent about 10 hours and I ordered 6 of these in March. I know exactly what I'm going to put 3 in Kentucky, 3 here in Georgia. I've done enough research, and it's just going to be a passive income generator, much like, again, real estate, tax lien certificates, and other investment vehicles. Again, going back to this is how you build wealth here. That was the only reason I was looking at it. Now, since that time, I ordered mine in March. I was supposed to be on late summer delivery. I haven't gotten it. I haven't gotten them, and honestly, I don't think I will for a long time. As you've probably heard, with automobiles and other appliances, there's a major chip shortage. It's called major shipping delays in all types of products, including these miners. There's other stuff going on that I don't feel real comfortable with, which I'm not going to spend a lot of time, but hackers are simulating boxes. People are finding ways to shortcut the system. The system as it is phenomenal. It is phenomenal. So I've got a video. I want you to see this. This will explain the concept a little bit better. And before I go there, let me just show you this. So so what happened? I've ordered my miners, and then around March or so, I run across this company that's taken this concept of mining helium, and they're making a direct sales / affiliate program out of it. And the company's called Hub Global. And I talked to one of the owners. There's 3 owners, 4 owners. I talked to one of them. I knew him from NSA days. And their basic concept when they first started, and again, it's changed, okay, but I'm just trying to help you follow me. Their basic concept was you order a 6-pack. So they have their own miner. They have their own miner. Their own miners are being manufactured exclusively for them. You buy a 6-pack. They're $500 each. And the strategy was just like we used in NSA back in the day. It's called the puppy dog close. But let's say I go to my brother and I say, look, I want to hook this up. I plug it in. I hook it up to his Wi-Fi, and I'm in and out in 10 minutes. And I say, I want to see how much helium crypto this will generate, and whatever it generates, I'll pay you, I'll give you 10% of it. And so I come back in 30 days and I say, look, it generated $750. So your 10% is $75. I'll be back in 30 days and pay you again. And I go back and I said, last month it did $680. So 10% of that is $68. Here's your check for $68. And then I say, look, would you like to keep all the money yourself? And he says, well, what do I need to do that? Well, basically you buy 6 of these, you plug one in here like we've been doing, and then the other 5, you go to your mother-in-law, people that you go to church with, your next door neighbors, uh, your customers in your traditional business, whoever, and you set them up in their house and you give them 10%, and you do with them exactly what I did with you. Now, that's a pretty simple, easy strategy. And I loved it because I made a lot of money with that strategy with National Safety Associates, and it was real easy to teach, and anybody could do it. So my thought when I was first started to look at this was, here's the downfall. Here's the downfall. I already got my Bobcats ordered. I already got them ordered. Okay, now this company comes along, they're setting up a direct sales affiliate program. With them, their miners have it coded to where 30% of the helium mined through their box stays with the company. The other 70% goes into a compensation plan. The person who has the miner set up only will make 25%, not the full 100%. Okay, it makes 25%. The person 15 to 25%. The person that set it up can make 25%. And then there's like some 10% overrides built in. I'm not going to go into the whole comp plan. You can see that for yourself. But I know, as you guys know, J. Paul Getty said, would you rather earn 100% on your own efforts or 1% of 100 people's efforts? Obviously, 1% of 100 people's efforts. And really, what are the efforts here? Plugging it in, hooking it to Wi-Fi. That's the extent of it. So because of understanding J. Paul Getty, understanding duplication, the power, it got my attention because I already was sold on helium mining. 100% sold on it. No question. I never thought somebody would build an affiliate program around it, but these guys did. And again, Chuck, who I knew through NSA, I'm talking to him. I'm asking some intelligent questions. He's giving me some intelligent answers. And I love this 6-pack strategy. I loved it. Then, uh, and I hadn't joined anything. I'm investigating, you know. And then they introduce a free deployment model. They did away with this 6-pack strategy. Uh, I don't agree with it, but that changed, and they changed to what's called a free deployment. And this shift for me created a lot of major red flags uh, that were not there previously. I mean, I loved it. I loved the way it was set up before because, hey, well, and in my mind, what they really did is they just started appealing to mediocrity, and they said, hey, we'll just give you the miner. We'll give you the miner to set up in your house. This thing has exploded. Helium mining is probably the hottest home business niche right now. It's gaining a lot of steam. And so they introduced this free mining model. You get a free miner, and they ended up signing up 60,000 reps in 90 days, 200,000 in their first 6 months. I mean, when you say exploded, I mean exploded. But it's basically a goat rodeo. I mean, there's a lot of confusion, not misunderstanding, and the reason is instead of going to entrepreneurs and business-minded people who understand return on investment, they just started appealing to mediocrity, and they're getting a lot of freebie seekers and people that don't have a clue what they're doing, and they're asking a lot of questions, and it's a mess, honestly. So the initial people that signed up with helium with the 6-packs, there was I think 18,000, and they've all gotten their miners is my understanding, and now they're waiting on the next shipment. So basically, they got a lot of people that have signed up. There's no free boxes. None have been shipped. No money's been made. Okay, so that's that's one red flag. I think they're working hard to get it done, but it hasn't gotten done. Uh, the rumor is that iHub Global is buying up all the components they can possibly buy up to tie up the market because every manufacturer of these boxes are trying to get chips and other components to get them built because they all have people like me waiting for them. Okay, this was prior to any iHub Global. So you may have seen, different promotions on social media for this. So it's gotten really crazy. Uh, there's a lot of red flags. My thought was initially when they were just doing the 6-pack, it's like I'm going to take 90 days away from APL Go. I'm going to go to Kentucky and I can get 1,000 of these all over the state of Kentucky in 90 days because I know the entrepreneurs, I know the people. I believed I could do it. That was my initial thought. When they went to this free model, free deployment, it just threw a wrench in all of that. There's other similar developments. Amazon has a program called Amazon Sidewalk. Everybody that's got Alexis in their home, they have actually turned on a switch that provides something that's similar, uh, and they did it without informing people that they were going to do it. A lot of controversy, a lot of backlash. But there's other companies that are trying to jump on board as well. You can do the research if you want. I don't because I already have, and I understand the vision of I Have Global and what they're attempting to make happen. Now, let's go right here. I want you to see. This will explain it a little bit better, or probably a lot better, honestly. Okay. Oh, heck. Let me get a new window here. I don't know why that didn't copy. Sorry, guys. Like I said, everything takes me 3 times longer. I'm going to go to dalecalvert.com/iHub. Okay. Watch, this is a real short video. Let's just watch this, 2 minutes. It'll explain the whole helium concept a lot better and how what's
Do you
iHub is
know
doing.
who owns your wireless network? Most likely, some ginormous big brand tech company with stacks and stacks of moolah. Well, what if you were able to own part of a similar network, which is growing constantly every day? It's called the Internet of Things, or IoT network. Heard of it? It powers billions of all those helpful things like our beautiful smart devices, life-saving medical sensors, security monitors, remote tracking devices, and the list goes on. So now you know you could help power all that and get paid for it in helium, which is a form of cryptocurrency. You know the digital currency that's super secure because it's kept in an online fortress of solitude called blockchain technology? But you might have known that. And all that happens from this one little device called a helium hotspot you can get from iHub Global. All you do is plug it in and start earning or mining helium automatically, which goes directly into your account. Simple as that. You basically earn money by doing practically nothing, so you can afford to spend more time with who's important to you. Earnings vary based on where you live, and iHub will show you simple ways to track how much you earn every day. You can also bring in your family and friends to earn more as an affiliate. And they'll earn too while we build the biggest network in the world together. And eventually, your earnings go even higher and higher with our shared hosting plan. Okay, then why iHub Global, you ask? Because it's free to start. Our mission is growing the network by more of us owning the network. We'll do it together with simple training on the basics. We'll also show you simple earning strategies to grow. By using our proprietary app called Helium Track, you can track your hotspots and run virtual simulations to place free hotspots in the best locations to further expand your network of affiliates and earnings. Who knew owning this network could be so easy? So if you're ready, let's grow together with iHub Global. Join and request a hotspot for your home or office today for free.
Okay, guys, that's a basic overview. Again, this has never been done before. It's very unique, and it's confusing if you know nothing about crypto, etc. But here is what I would ask you to do. Go to dalecalvert.com, the website we were just on, /iHub. And once you get there, you will do a sign up. You'll do a sign up. After you sign up, you'll get a username and password. All this is free. All of it's free. And then the next thing you want to do is reserve a hotspot. Takes about 5 minutes. Once you reserve your hotspot, then to get a basic understanding and more information, you can click on the training videos if you want. Spend a few hours here, learn the basics, but not necessary to really, get into everything and try to learn everything, because it's evolving, okay, until you get your box. Once you get your box, if you get your box, then my thought process will change. So what I'm asking you to do, order your box today, send me an email after you have it for my record so I can get you on my list. Then let me know if and when you get your delivery of your box. It could be a year, it could be 6 months, it could be 2 years, it may never happen. As I said earlier, the thing about this is it's so hot, and you have all these different people, manufacturers, box builders, trying to get the components to build their box. So, that's what we're running into. Uh, that's definitely what we're running into. So sign up, get your username, password. That's what I did. and then reserve your hotspot. Okay, so then once you do, you'll have your affiliate link that you can share with other people if you would like. But reserve your hotspot, and then here's where you'll find your training right here in your back office. It's all free. There's no cost, no nothing. Order your box. Let me know. Spend a little bit of time here, but don't go down the rabbit hole. I mean, I wouldn't spend a lot of time. I've spent way more time than I wish I had at this point. And I'm not going to think about this. I'm not going to think about this anymore. I'm not going to talk about it until and if people start getting their boxes. I think this has a 50% chance of happening within a year that people start getting their boxes. They say that they need about 3 to 5 million people to cover the United States. So this is not going to be forever. Once the U.S. is covered, then it's covered. There will be no more boxes manufactured or people with the ability to participate in the network. Please keep this to yourself. I don't want people feeling left out for whatever reason. Just keep it to yourself. If you want to share this with personally sponsored APL Go team members, personally sponsored, I'm okay with that. I don't want to think about it or talk about it until and if the boxes start being delivered. My commitment is to APL Go. I looked at this initially only from an investment side, and then Hub Global hopped on the scene, and I had to look at it, because I was already sold on the mining of helium. I do see how this can fit into our outreach flow, and again, that's why I wanted to share this with you. Now, let me say one other thing. See, here was my thought, and here's the thing that I just want the last thing I wanted to say. See, APL Go for me is so important because I sincerely believe that the world needs what we're doing with North America Launch Team, and I know the profession does. So it's a mission. However, I was ready when they were doing the 6-pack. I was ready. I'm going to take a 90-day leave of absence or make a pivot and go to Kentucky and get 1,000 of these boxes out throughout the state of Kentucky. And honestly, if Kamala wanted to do this, take 90 days and do that in Michigan or whoever, wherever they are, I get that. I understand that. I don't blame them. Now it's gotten to be such a goat rodeo. It's like I'm just in a real wait and see mode. Okay, that's where I'm at, and I'm just saying what I need to say. Here's the thing. They said, well, how much you make depends upon where you live in the video. Well, how much you make depends upon where you live, how many hotspots are around you, and the most important thing is the price of helium. As I said, when I started looking at this, the price of helium was $9. What did we say? It was $18.62 now. It can go up or it can go down. Here's what I want you to hear. There's many third-party sources that are saying that helium could go up down the road as high as $600 a coin. I've seen that from many third-party sources. Now, so if you look at $600 a coin, and if you have a box that's creating 50 helium a month, that's $30,000. But as an iHub Global member, you make 25% of that, which is still $7,500 a month. $7,500 a month. So again, from the beginning, I've looked at this as a long-term investment, believing that helium is going to go up, that the Internet of Things is going to continue to grow. They're saying there'll be billions of devices that'll be using the Internet of Things, from the dog collars to that for lost dogs and scooter rentals and all kinds of stuff that you saw in the video. So I think it's going to continue to go up. And the way I look at this, I think about my parents. They're in their 80s. They're not gonna build a network marketing team again. They're retired. I talked to them today. They had went to eat lunch. They'd went to Bible study. Then they went to eat lunch, and they were going to Lexington. My dad was going to get a new sports coat, and then they thought, after he gets his new sports coat, they might go eat supper somewhere. I mean, they're living a great life and they're enjoying every day. But if I can say, Mom and Dad, I'm going to hook this up, I'm going to connect it to your Wi-Fi, and it's going to create income for you. And it's, if you need the income, this is what you can do, or you can just, you know, however it can become part of my inheritance or whatever, whatever. But my point is, 7,500 a month. Can you imagine what that would? Can you imagine what 500, 1,000, $1,500 would do for a lot of people that will never build a network marketing team? Never. And there's doctors that are putting these in their offices. There's traditional business owners that are putting them in their traditional business. And it just makes a lot of sense to entrepreneurial people if this all comes together with the vision that they have. So if the price of helium does continue to rise, then you've got an investment that's just going up. You could, every 30 days, convert it to US dollars if you choose. There's a lot of different options. So again, go here now, get signed up, send me the email. Once you get into your back office, you'll have your affiliate link here. If you want to share this with personally sponsored people in APL Go, or whoever, you'll have your affiliate link. Reserve your hotspot. That's very important. And there's your affiliate link. Here's your basic training. This will give you a much better understanding. It is very confusing. I would not spend too much time here going down the rabbit hole. I just wouldn't. I just want to wait and see if and when the boxes are delivered. Again, I think it has a 50% chance of happening within a year, if ever. I hope it does, because I know they're on to something. It's just, can they pull it off or not? And I don't like feeling that way. I don't like those kind of red flags around me. My time, like yours, is the most valuable asset that I have. But if it does become what it possibly could become, and I heard about it and know about it right now, I have to get in front of it a little bit. I'm not going to spend a lot of time. Again, I see how this can fit into the outreach flow, and that's why I wanted to let you guys know about it now. So that's it. I'm not going to, I don't want to answer a bunch of questions. Again, I don't want to think about this or talk about it. I wanted to get it out of my head, do my brain dump for the people that I need to do it with. And as we get into this new outreach flow, I wanted some people to be familiar with what I was talking about. That's it. Go here, start the process, and down the road we'll be talking about this more as we introduce the new outflow, the flow for outreach, and if and when the boxes come in. Thanks, guys. Don and I love and appreciate you more than you will ever know. Sincerely, we appreciate each and every one of you, and so glad to have you guys in our life. And that's why I feel an extreme obligation uh, to make sure that you are in the loop on this. Talk to you soon. Thanks.